Hello and welcome to another vlog. We've been here at Tixel Wide for nearly 2 weeks. We've had a few commitments and the weather has been awful. But we've decided, despite the fact that it remains cold and grey with a real threat of rain, to set off on our journey back to Pillings, much of which you will have seen before, so this is probably going to be a montage. We've got to get services, we've got to get shopping, and we'll see how we go. It was also lovely to hook up again with Nigel and Peter, and one of the other reasons we've been here is that poor old Peter wasn't very well. He's on the mend now though, hopefully. So it was lovely to see them again and catch up on old memories from our time up north. So without any further ado, let's get going.
And we're off. We've got 3 boats, one coming each way.
Took one out on midships.
Did you?
Yeah, came straight out, never stopped.
No.
Just goes it there. So we give her a short one and we never stopped it.
We gave up yesterday as we came around the corner onto the Trent and Mersey. It started pouring down with rain and carried on for several hours. By the time it finally stopped, we sort of lost our mojo. So it's the next day, and we've just gone through the lock at Great Hayward, and we're on our way down the Trent and Mersey towards Fradley. The weather's supposed to brighten up, so let's see what happens.
Cannock Chase. This looks like a lake. It's a field. It's coming up to Little Haywood.
Here we are at Rugeley, popular shopping spot because there's a Tesco right by the canal. So that's what we're going to do. Then we'll have lunch, then we'll decide what we do in the afternoon. By the time we'd been to Tesco's twice, packed it all away, had lunch, time was getting on a bit. So we either had to cruise on to Handsacre, where we've moored many times, or we could stay in Rugeley, where we've never moored, and have a little explore. So that's what we decided to do, especially as it seems to have brightened up, and it is supposed to be a nice day tomorrow. Here we are at Brindley Bank Aqueduct, which takes the Trent and Mersey over the Trent. With all this rain, the Trent is currently in flood, which is another reason why we didn't feel the need to move on, because we can't get beyond Albury was anyway until the Trent settles down a bit. And just off the canal, this large ornate building is a pumping station. They certainly built to impress in the old days. Looks like some sort of Elizabethan mansion. Just standing over the West Coast Main Line, and it's turning out to be a fine evening. Here we are in a little place called Colton, with this lovely little church. Back at the canal in Rugeley. People have said, oh, don't moor in Rugeley, but loads of boats are moored here, and it seems very pleasant indeed. And who'd have thought that you'd get such a lovely walk just a few miles out of this town. So I think we'll stay here, and I'll say good night, and we'll see you in the morning, all being well. Good morning, and a fine day has dawned, so we're off. Today we expect to get some water to negotiate Plum Pudding, that very narrow section, and hopefully get to Fradley. As always, we shall see.
And we're off. To be the Armitage Tunnel, but now they call it the Plum Pudding. It was a tunnel and the roof caved in and they didn't fix it, so they just left it like this, a very narrow bit. As you can see, it's pretty narrow. There's enough space for one boat. The Plum Pudding.
You found a walk?
It looks nice actually by the canal. I've never noticed all these chairs before. Mooring ring, so we could stop and have a drink maybe next time. Armitage Shanks, the famous manufacturer of sanitary ware. This site dates back to 1817. Acre. We usually stop here, but we're not this time. Just got some diesel from Kings Bromley. Nice, it's a really nice marina. But you had to back in onto this quay. But at least we can just go straight out now. Well, it looks like Jamie's expanding. The signs now, they're all his boat building. So there we go.
And here we are at the top of the locks at Fradley. I think we'll have lunch and then go for a little explore to see what the moorings are like at Fradley, and maybe as far as Alry was, but it is lunchtime. So we had a very nice lunch at the Laughing Duck Cafe, and now we're off on a walk down to Alry was, partly for exercise, but also a fact-finding mission concerning the moorings and the state of the Trent. So let's see what we can find out. So here we are on the river section of the Trent and Mersey after Alry was. Just a short section with a weir, but as you can see, flow is extremely brisk, which is why at the moment the navigation is still shut according to the CRT website. Right, well, we've left the canal and the river, and we're seeing if we can get back another way without getting wet feet. Despite the sunshine, that looks a bit of a stormy sky.
And here we are, at the Mucky Duck, for a pint of tiger. Oh, after our long walk. Cheers.
Well, we had a nice time at the Mucky Duck, talking to a couple who had come from New Zealand and now lived on their boat. Good morning. It's a beautiful autumn morning in Fradley, but we had some bad news yesterday. The lock on the River Soar between us and Pillings is now going to be out of action till at least the 8th of November. Don't know when you'll be watching this, but the actual date today is the 4th of October. So we've got a month to somehow do a 4 or 5 day cruise back to Pillings. So I guess we're going to be hanging around quite a lot, maybe even find a marina to give Dreammaker a temporary home. We shall see. For now though, not much point doing a great long cruise, so I think we'll just go down to Alry was. See you in a bit. And we're off into the first lock at Fradley. 7 locks to do today before the moorings at Alry was. comes Dreammaker, and a helpful CRT volunteer is opening the gate on the next lock so we can go straight in. Well, that's the locks at Fradley done. There was a CRT volunteer and all but the top lock, which made passage much easier. And we've also emptied the toilet and the rubbish. And we've got 2 more locks to go before we get to hopefully a mooring in Allrewas.
Just coming into Allrewas. Last lock of the day, Bagnall lock. 7 we've had today. It's a lot easier when you've got lockies to help you and get the locks ready for you. It's brilliant. One of our favourite spots to moor, just down here. Just need to check if there's space.
We do like this mooring at Allrewas, and it's a 2-week mooring as well, which means we can enjoy Allrewas, go and do a few other bits and bobs, leave Dreammaker here for a while, and linger on our way back towards Pillings. So ideal. Don't know what we'll do after lunch, but first, of course, it is now lunchtime. Well, here we are at the Crown in Allrewas. It's been a bit of a stressful day trying to sort out how to get back to Pillings. It looks like we're going to be stuck at Soar until the middle of November. So I have forked out to book Dreammaker into the marina at Soar, which means I'm paying for 2 moorings. But at least we don't have to worry about the weather. We can stay at Soar till February if we have to. So keep watching to see exactly what happens. For now, thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.